Let's start having the discussion on the subject of OCM. Within that, we'll be talking about the first chapter, that is Introduction to Commerce and Business. And the first unit in that is that of the business. A business basically is a kind of structured activity. An activity which is basically for the purpose of providing certain goods, giving certain services, an activity which is carried on for the purpose of making certain profits, an activity that is basically involving some amount of risk, an activity which is basically being carried out by the people for the purpose of providing certain services, certain facilities to the society. वो बिजनेस की आवश्यकता आज की तारीख में बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है, because if the businesses won't be there, one, the consumers won't be having the facilities of enjoying the products which are available at multiple places. Like, observe a situation, and why I'm talking about this is because businesses do create the place utility, the businesses do create the form utility, the businesses do create the time utility into the products. Now, what is this form utility, place utility, or time utility? Let me talk about that first, and then we'll come on ahead to the concept of business. मान लो हमारे देश में जो विलन प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं, स्पेशली जो विंटर वेयर होता है हमारा अपैरल सेगमेंट में, ये विंटर वेयर प्रोडक्ट जो है ये मिलते हैं बेसिकली इन द नॉर्दर्न पार्ट, दैट इज द प्राइम हब ऑफ दैट इज लुधियाना. लुधियाना में ये सारे विंटर वेयर प्रोडक्ट बनते हैं. तो लुधियाना में वो बन रहे हैं, बट गर्मी ज्यादा कहां है? तो सॉरी, पीक सीजन में जब विंटर सीजन आता है उस समय पे ठंड ज्यादा कहां पड़ रही है? ठंड पड़ रही है दिल्ली में, ठंड पड़ रही है महाराष्ट्र में, ठंड पड़ रही है गुजरात में, ठंड पड़ रही है राजस्थान में, हर जगह ठंड पड़ रही है. इसका मतलब वो जो लुधियाना में विंटर वेयर प्रोडक्ट बन रहे हैं उसकी डिमांड सिर्फ और सिर्फ लुधियाने के लिए नहीं है, उसकी डिमांड तो ऑल ओवर द कंट्री है या नहीं? तो सपोज मैं महाराष्ट्र में बैठा हूं, सपोज क्या मैं बैठा ही हूं इन पुणे, देयर इज अ ह्यूज, क्या विंटर को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? ठंड को, ठंड, ह्यूज कोल्ड. And because of that cold, people have got the sudden demand of the winter wear. अब अगर कोई व्यक्ति पुणे से एक स्वेटर लेने के लिए लुधियाना जाएगा तो उसको तो बहुत कॉस्ट पड़ जाएगी. पर अगर कोई व्यक्ति लुधियाने से जाके बहुत सारे स्वेटर्स, बहुत सारे विंटर वेयर लेके यहां पर आएगा पुणे में, और पुणे में आके उसे बेचेगा, then in that case it is creating a kind of place utility for it or not? क्योंकि प्रोडक्शन कहीं और है, रिक्वायरमेंट कहीं और है. प्रोडक्शन इज एट अ डिफरेंट प्लेस, यूटिलिटी इज एट अ डिफरेंट प्लेस, and when you are changing the place of that product for the purpose of utilization, it is called as creation of place utility. Similarly, the second point, that is time utility. अब वाटरमेलन मतलब कलिंगड़ का जो प्रोडक्शन होता है वो बेसिकली समर सीजन में होता है, बट आजकल उसकी डिमांड ऑल थ्रू द ईयर आने लग गई है. दीपराज, यू हैव अ क्वेश्चन? हाँ, सो वाटरमेलन की डिमांड ऑल थ्रू द ईयर आने लगी है, और जब वाटरमेलन की डिमांड ऑल थ्रू द ईयर आने लगी है तो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? जो बंदा वाटरमेलन प्रोड्यूस करता है वो आजकल क्या करता है, वो सारे के सारे वाटरमेलन एक साथ सप्लाई नहीं करता है. सम वाटरमेलन ही इज कीपिंग इट विथ हिमसेल्फ इन द कोल्ड स्टोरेजेस. तो ये कोल्ड स्टोरेज क्या कर रहा है? इट इज क्रिएटिंग द टाइम यूटिलिटी टू दैट प्रोडक्ट की जिस समय पे इसकी वापस से रिक्वायरमेंट होगी तब मैं इसका सप्लाई करूंगा, क्योंकि अगर एक्सेसिव सप्लाई एक समय पे कर दिया और उतनी उस मार्केट में डिमांड नहीं होगी तो प्राइसेस नीचे घसरना चालू हो जाएंगे. पेरिशेबल प्रोडक्ट है, उस पेरिशेबल प्रोडक्ट को अगर आपने प्रोटेक्ट करके उसको साल भर यूटिलाइजेशन में लाने की कोशिश की, That simply means that you are creating place utility to the product. Am I right? Sorry, time utility to the product. And the third category that I talked about was form utility. There is a person who is basically dealing into timber. कई सारे फॉरेस्ट में जो पुराने पेड़ गिर जाते हैं वो वहां से पिक करके उसको टिम्बर में कन्वर्ट किया जाता है, वुडन प्लैक्स में कन्वर्ट किया जाता है, वुडन प्लैक्स में या फिर वुडन शीट्स में कन्वर्ट करके उसको प्लाईवुड में कन्वर्ट किया जाता है. दैट मींस यू आर कन्वर्टिंग द यूटिलिटी ऑफ दैट प्रोडक्ट और नॉट. क्योंकि मुझे अगर फर्नीचर बनवाना है तो मुझे फर्नीचर बनवाने के लिए वुड के लॉक की आवश्यकता नहीं है. For creating the furniture, for producing the furniture, I need the plywood. So by converting that wooden log into the ply, what that business has done is it has created the form utility into that. And that's why you need the businesses. These people are trying to facilitate, provide the requirements of the consumers. These businessmen are creating the employment in the country, and the profits that they are making, the sales they are doing, from that they are paying the revenue to the government. And that is the reason why the business becomes the prime most component in every economy. अगर आपको याद होगा कि जब से लॉकडाउन स्टार्ट हुआ तो सबसे ज्यादा दिक्कत किस वजह से हुई टू द गवर्नमेंट ऑल्सो was because the businesses were not going on. जब तक बिजनेसेस बंद रहेंगे हमारा काम नहीं चलने वाला है, ये गवर्नमेंट को भी समझ आ गया. एंड देयरफॉर आफ्टर द सेकंड लॉकडाउन दे स्टार्टेड मूविंग द इंडस्ट्रीज आउट. दे स्टार्टेड अलाउइंग द बिजनेसेस टू स्टार्ट देयर एक्टिविटीज, एंड बाय दैट वे द थिंग स्टार्टेड रोलिंग. क्योंकि जब उनका बिजनेसेस का रोटेशन चालू होगा तो एम्प्लॉय के हाथ में सैलरी आना चालू होगी, एम्प्लॉय खर्च करना चालू करेगा, खर्च करने से इनकम बढ़ेगी, इनकम बढ़ने से टैक्सेस गवर्नमेंट को दिए जाएंगे. क्योंकि जब आप कोई चीज प्रोडक्ट खरीदने जाते हो, कोई प्रोडक्ट आप अगर सर्विसेज प्रोक्योर करने जाते हो, इन दैट केस यू आर इनडायरेक्टली पेइंग द टैक्सेस ऑन दैट. एंड दोज इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस, दैट इज जीएसटी, द गुड्स एंड सर्विस टैक्स, is also the income for the government or not. And that's why they need the businesses to survive and the businesses to grow. Am I going good for everyone? Can you just raise hands for me? Is my discussion going fine or sirf kahani lag rahi hai? I hope you people have been understanding what I've been talking about. कुछ लोग तो शायद लेक्चर से ऑन करके चले गए हैं. Okay, fine, thank you Ayush. In fact, what happens is taking a one-way kind of lecture, one-way communication wala lecture, that's quite difficult for me. I keep asking for the interaction. That interaction gives me a kind of confidence. हाँ मैं और भी बात कर सकता है. Otherwise तुमको बोलते तुम्हारे साथ बात करते करते मैं कब नींद में आ जाएगा मुझे समझ नहीं आएगा. And that I'm not interested to go into. No. Sanjay, I'm on Zoom only, but we are on Zoom webinar and not Zoom meeting. हाँ, Zoom मीटिंग में एक दूसरे को देख सकते हैं. अच्छा, ये अच्छा आइडिया है. एक काम करेंगे संजय, नेक्स्ट फ्राइडे we'll have a lecture at 9:15 and that lecture will be on Zoom meeting. सब अपना अवतार बना के रखना. Alright? नहीं तो पता चला यहाँ पे वीडियो ऑन किया और वहां पे क्या क्या दिख गया. Isn't it? मतलब पीछे पूरा जो मेस वगैरह होता है उसकी बात कर रहा हूं मैं. राइट? हाँ, वो नहीं होना चाहिए. बस बाकी तो हमारे सामने बहुत मेस होता है, हमारे पीछे मेस नहीं दिखना चाहिए. जो हमारे रिकॉर्डिंग में आएगा वो एकदम चकाचक टिप टॉप दिखना चाहिए, एकदम क्रैक कट, isn't it? So next Friday we'll be having the meeting, which will be the live session, wherein we'll be having a good amount of interaction with each other. हम लोग बात करेंगे, alright? Yes. नहीं, idea is not that good. उसका नेटवर्क हर जगह नहीं मिलता है. वो आदित्य तुरंत बोल रहा है नाइस आइडिया. आइडिया कैसे अच्छा हो सकता है? आजकल नेटवर्क सिर्फ एयरटेल और जियो का अच्छा है, isn't it? Well, so let me talk about the text now. तो मैंने एक बैकग्राउंड सेट कर दिया. We have got the brief information about what we are talking about. Now we'll understand it from the theoretical point of view and then the practical aspect of it. Yes. Business represents organized efforts by an individual or groups of individuals. It is a systematic attempt by business persons to produce goods and services and sell them in the market to reap the reward by way of profit. It satisfies multiple and complex needs of the society. So sometimes it can be done by the individual, sometimes the business can be carried out by two different people, sometimes it can be carried out by an incorporated body. Whichever way you are carrying out, it can be done by the people. It can be carried out by the individuals or group of individuals. All right. What kind of efforts they are doing? They are ready to produce the goods or services, sell them in the market, and the reward they are getting is in the form of profit. All right. And then it provides, very important, it provides or it satisfies the multiple and complex needs of the society. Which kind of needs of society? किसी कस्टमर को कोई प्रोडक्ट कहीं चाहिए होता है, कोई प्रोडक्ट पर्टिकुलर फैशन में चाहिए होता है, कोई प्रोडक्ट पर्टिकुलर स्टाइल में चाहिए होता है. ये सारी सर्विसेज कौन प्रोवाइड करता है? द बिजनेसेस. लाइक टेक फॉर अ वेरी सिंपल एग्जांपल. हम लोग अभी क्योंकि घर में बैठे हैं, तो घर में बैठे बैठे हमको शॉर्ट्स टी शर्ट्स की बहुत ज्यादा रिक्वायरमेंट आई. Within that, we found during this lockdown season that there is a huge amount of variety. किसी को मल्टी कलर वाले शॉर्ट्स पसंद आ रहे हैं, किसी को मल्टी कलर वाले पजामा पसंद आ रहे हैं, किसी को कोई पर्टिकुलर प्लेन कलर में टी शर्ट चाहिए, किसी को लॉन्ग टी शर्ट चाहिए, किसी को शॉर्ट टी शर्ट चाहिए. Whichever way it is, there are the different complex demands of the consumers, and those complex demands, those multiple of demands are to be satisfied by the businesses. सिंपल सा एग्जांपल बताता हूं. मेरा जो फर्नीचर वाला बंदा है, सुतार जो है, वो मेरे पास आता है, मैंने उसको सीधे सीधे डब्बे बनवा लिए. वो कहीं और जाता है, वहां पे वो एकदम कर्व एंड ऑल काइंड ऑफ फैशनेबल थिंग्स ही प्रिपेयर्स. सो जैसे जिस कस्टमर के डिमांड, उसके हिसाब से वो सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर रहा है. दैट मींस दीज ऑल पीपल are carrying out the activity to the satisfaction of the consumer. The production of goods actually means making of the goods. Like if you take the example of the farmers, in that case, the farmer is producing the goods, not making the goods. It may be agricultural product or finished goods produced in the factories. Goods can be produced with the manpower or with the help of machines. Cultivating piece of land and growing food grains is an example of agricultural production. However, converting oil seeds into edible oil with the help of manpower as well as machine power is an example of manufacturing of goods. So when we are talking about production, it involves the literal production, the natural production of the goods, and it also involves the artificial production, or what we call as manufacturing. So when I'm talking about, like, take a simple example. There is this company called as Parle Agro Limited. पता है कंपनी का नाम? Parle Agro Limited. How many of you have heard of this name? Parle जी वाला नहीं, Parle Agro Limited की बात कर रहा हूँ. स्वाद बढ़ाए, शक्ति बढ़ाए, पार्ले जी वो अलग, शक्तिमान वाला पार्ले जी अलग. Parle Agro Limited produces a product called as mango fruity, fresh and juicy. Yes or no? So this company, the Parle Agro Limited, what does they do? They purchase the mango, they process it, and make that fruit juice out of that. Whereas their suppliers, the people who are supplying the mango to them, they are also the producers. But to the people to whom Parle Agro is selling that particular mango juice, they are not doing any process on that. They are simply dealing into that. They are simply distributing it. So your business involves production of raw material, conversion of raw material into finished goods, distribution and sale of that finished goods, and within this, whichever people are required, like transport, like storage, like marketing, like advertising, these all will be called as the part of business. So businesses involve what? Businesses involve making of goods, manufacturing of goods. It involves the production, agricultural production. It involves distribution. It involves marketing of goods and services. All right. So if you consider it from the technical point of view, even the activity which is carried out by Ekatvam, that is also business. Because we have been charging the fee to you and we are not been giving any degree against that. हम लोग सिर्फ एजुकेशन इम्पार्ट करने के पैसे ले रहे हैं, and therefore we will also technically be called as carrying out as the business activity. However, you people have already come across, you have heard of that we as such are not carrying out the activity only on the commercial angles. Had that been the typical commercial angle, then my way of talking and teaching would have been quite different. When SM sir would talk about the subject of accounts, his angle would have been completely different if that would have been only commercial angle. But we at Ekatvam, for all faculty, including GB sir, we all faculty have one thing in mind, that when a student is coming to me, I have to provide the knowledge. I have to provide the information to the best satisfaction of the student. मेरा काम, मैंने सिलेबस खत्म कर दिया, स्टूडेंट को समझ आया नहीं आया, मेरा कोई संबंध नहीं. That's not the way that we go ahead, isn't it? Well, the basic definition of definitions क्या करना है, आपने एक definition याद रखनी है from exam point of view. Theoretical point of view अगर आपको याद नहीं रहती है तो that doesn't make a difference, but exam point of view से आपको इसको याद रखना जरूरी है. Professor Haney said business activities are all those human activities which are directed towards the production and processing of wealth. Production and processing of wealth. Well, this definition is a kind of primitive definition, I would say. More advanced and more modern definition is the organized efforts of individuals to produce and sell for profit the goods and services that satisfy the society's needs is what we call as business. And that's why this is more prominent definition, I would say, given by Professor Pride Hughes and Kapoor. The organized efforts of individuals to produce and sell for profit the goods and services that satisfy the society's needs. That's very much important. Why? Because when you are doing something, when you are carrying out some activity, अगर आप उससे आपकी सोसाइटी की डिमांड पूरी नहीं कर पा रहे हो तो आप बिजनेस में सरवाइव नहीं कर पाओगे. So that's the basic requirement. So business basically is an economic activity. क्यों? हम लोग चैरिटी करने नहीं बैठे हैं. हम लोग जो कुछ भी गुड्स या सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करेंगे उसके अगेंस्ट रिटर्न्स एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे. Isn't it? Business is an economic activity as it is undertaken to earn the money or livelihood. It is not because of the love, affection, feeling or sentiment that we have already talked about what is economic activity and what is non-economic activity. There are always the involvement of minimum two parties. There is a seller, there is a buyer. In some cases, you can find an intermediary also in the form of agent. So minimum there has to be two parties, that is seller and the buyer. Even though seller is not Popeye, that doesn't make any difference. Normally आपको होता है ना वो Popeye the sailor man. Every business transaction involves an exchange. Minimum two parties are required for exchange because I cannot do the exchange with myself. मैं जाता हूं, मैं कोई चीज देखता हूं बिजनेस में, मेरे को अच्छी लग रही है, मैं खुद के लिए लेके आता हूं. That does not mean I'm dealing with myself. That's not business. Business is when you are supplying something to a third party and you are getting in return against that. That is what we call as business. Every business involves exchange. Minimum two parties are required for exchange, the seller and the buyer. Business transaction is a result of an agreement between the buyer or seller. Sometimes it is oral agreement, sometimes it is a written agreement. Yes, of course, agents will surely be taking the commission, and that will generally be in the form of money only. So even the transaction between the supplier and agent and buyer will also be the commercial transaction, economic activity. A business always involves the profit motive. क्योंकि मैं जो कुछ भी बिजनेस एक्टिविटीज कर रहा हूं, जो भी एक्टिविटीज कैरी ओवर कर रहा हूं, उसमें अल्टीमेट इंटरेस्ट तो यही है ना कि मुझे पैसा मिलेगा. अक्षय कुमार, परेश रावल, पैसा ही पैसा होगा. दैट काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशन शुड बी देयर. अगर वहां पैसा नहीं होगा तो यू विल बी रिक्वायर्ड टू डू मिरेकल. अगर किसी वजह से तुमको अचानक धन लाभ हुआ, इट इज मिरेकल 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 मिरेकल, समथिंग लाइक दैट. नहीं. The basic purpose of business is to earn the profit from its activities. The businessman try to maximize the profits either by increasing the volume of sales or reducing its cost. This is very much important. There are two aspects. One, whether your profits increase value wise और your profits increase volume wise. पिछले साल मैंने 1000 यूनिट बेचे, पर यूनिट मैंने 20 रुपए कमाए, तो मेरे पास 20,000 रुपए का प्रॉफिट हुआ. इस साल मैं उसी प्रोडक्ट के 15,000 यूनिट बेच रहा हूं और 15,000 के पीछे 20 रुपए से कमाए, तो मेरा 30,000 रुपए का प्रॉफिट हुआ. दिस इज वॉल्यूम ग्रोथ. पिछले साल मैंने 1000 यूनिट 100 रुपए से बेचे, तब जाके मुझे 20 रुपए का प्रॉफिट हुआ. इस साल मैंने 1000 यूनिट 120 रुपए से बेचे, तो 40 रुपए का प्रॉफिट हुआ, तो मेरा 40,000 रुपए का प्रॉफिट हुआ. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज वैल्यू ग्रोथ. It depends on the business. Sometimes you are not able to increase the value क्योंकि मार्केट कंडीशन, मार्केट में कंपटीशन है और कंपटीशन की वजह से आप आपकी सेलिंग प्राइस बढ़ा नहीं सकते हो. तो जब आप सेलिंग प्राइस नहीं बढ़ा सकते हो तो वैल्यू ग्रोथ नहीं मिलती है. तो इन दैट केस यू विल ऑलवेज बी रिक्वायरिंग वॉल्यूम ग्रोथ एंड you will be requiring to reduce your cost, by which you will ultimately be able to make the profits. Because अगर किसी बिजनेस में ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट्स लॉन्ग टर्म तक के नहीं मिलते हैं, then in that case the business won't be able to survive for a very long period of time. It is the spine of business which keeps the business going on in the long term. The amount of profit may differ from business to business, of course. अगर आप मुकेश भाई जैसा बिजनेस कर रहे हो तो रोज का आपको करोड़ों का प्रॉफिट होगा. पर अगर आप कोई और सिचुएशन का, कोई छोटी लेवल का बिजनेस करोगे, तो then in that case you may not have the crores of turnovers also. Forget about the profits. Right. The next point, that is, it involves production of goods and services. It involves exchange of goods and services, and it involves dealing in goods and services. All three aspects I'll be talking together. जो गुड्स आपने प्रोड्यूस किए, प्रोड्यूस करने के बाद में अचानक प्रोड्यूसर या मैन्युफैक्चरर ये तो नहीं कहेगा नहीं नहीं मैं नहीं बेचता, I produce it for myself. I'm not going to sell it. Whatever you have produced, you are interested to sell it in the market. So the produced goods have to be exchanged. And that means every business is going to deal in some or the other goods and services. Before exchanging the goods and services, they should be produced by the enterprise. Goods are either manufactured or procured. मैन्युफैक्चर मतलब क्या, आपने रॉ मटेरियल खरीदा, उस पर प्रोसेस किया और प्रोसेस करके उसको फिनिश गुड में कन्वर्ट किया, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज मैन्युफैक्चर्ड गुड्स। एंड प्रोक्योर्ड मींस क्या, आपने प्रोड्यूस नहीं किए, किसी और ने बनाए थे, उससे आपने प्रोक्योर किए, उससे आपने ले लिए, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज प्रोक्योरमेंट ऑफ गुड्स with the aim of selling it further to the consumers for profit. So either you are a manufacturer or you are a trader when you're talking about a business, or you are a service provider. So when it comes to a businessman or business enterprise, the business enterprise include manufacturer, it includes trader, and it also includes the service provider. Am I right? The next point, that is there has to be some exchange. There has to be some exchange. Okay, my lecture will be ending by 12:45, Sanjay. Yes, there has to be some exchange of goods and services. The business involves transfer of goods and services directly or indirectly with money or money's worth. मैंने वापस पहले भी कहा कि हम लोग जब बिजनेस कर रहे हैं तो हम लोग चैरिटी नहीं कर रहे हैं। हम लोग जब गुड्स या सर्विसेज का सप्लाई करेंगे तो उसके अगेंस्ट हम लोग रिटर्न में कुछ ना कुछ तो मॉनिटरी मांगेंगे। There has to be monetary things either in the form of money or money's worth. The monetary exchange is the exchange with money, that is buying notebook for cash, etc. Whereas in the earlier system, in the older system, we used to have the barter exchange. Nowadays, almost every exchange is done on monetary basis. There is no barter exchange in the current scenario. We know it very well these days. The goods are produced for own consumption. That is, stitching a dress for a daughter, it cannot be called as a business activity, but stitching of dress is a tailoring shop. In a tailoring shop, taking stitching charges for that is a business activity. Therefore, if the goods are donated as gift, that will not be a business activity. That's why I said earlier also कि जब हम business कर रहे हैं तो हम charity नहीं कर रहे हैं. These are the independent activities, even if the goods donated are involving the value into that. Even in the villages now, in fact, if you check it out, it's a very limited kind of extent, very rare kind of situation wherein the dealing is done on barter basis. Otherwise, everyone is doing the exchange on against the money only. Why barter exchange stopped? The very basic reason behind that is why barter system stopped. The very basic reason behind that was that perfect barter was generally not available. In the barter exchange, one party would always be at advantage and the other party will always be at disadvantage. And that's why the barter system got an alternate in the form of monetary dealings. Deferred payment means what? Paying in installment. That is called as deferred payment. When you are making the payment not immediately but in installments, that is what we call as the deferred payment. Well, dealings in goods and services, that is every type of business transaction is concerned with either goods or services. Tata Motors dealing in automobile, that is goods. Bajaj Auto dealing in two-wheelers, that is goods. Reliance Smart supplying the FMCG products, that is goods. But Reliance Jio providing you the communication services, that is service. So every business, whether it is at small scale, mid scale, largest scale, whichever scale that you talk about, all the businesses are dealing either in goods or in services. If you take the example of Ekatvam Academy, we are dealing in services. We are providing, imparting education to you people. All right. The people who are dealing in goods, some of them are dealing into the consumer goods. That is, those which are consumed by the individuals. Those which are consumed, utilized by the individuals. That is what we call as consumer goods. Whereas the goods which are used for further production, for long-term usage, is what we call as the capital goods. FMCG, the term that I used, is nothing but fast-moving consumer goods. FMCG, I said, is fast-moving consumer goods. Deferred payment from Pranav, I replied, is paying in installments. All right? Yeah. So every type of business transaction is concerned either with goods or services. In the absence of goods or services, business cannot be done. You cannot observe the business activity without the goods or services. There has to be the exchange. Exchange involves something to be supplied against the money. These goods are either consumer goods or capital goods. Consumer goods क्या होते हैं मैंने अभी भी आपको बताया. Similarly, what is capital goods? I've also talked about. However, services created for business purpose are intangible, which are essential for doing the business. For example, transportation, banking, insurance, these all services are the mandatory services for every business activity. Business is not done for an overnight. आज मैं business करेगा कल बंद. We do not do something like that. Once a business starts, it is generally assumed to be a going concern. Means what? The business will continue for a very long and uncertain period of time. And that's what is said, that you need to have the continuity in what you are dealing with. आज आप एक बिजनेस कर रहे हो, एक पर्टिकुलर ट्रांजैक्शन, एक पर्टिकुलर गुड्स में डील कर रहे हो, कल आपने गुड्स चेंज कर दिया, परसों आपने गुड्स चेंज कर दिया, आपका कंज्यूमर कंफ्यूज रहेगा कि आपके पास मिलता क्या है भाई. But when you are having a continuity in your business, when you are having the consistency about what kind of products that you are dealing into, what kind of services that you are providing into, then your consumer will have more confidence in your regularity of your transactions. So every business requires regularity. One single transaction does not constitute business. If a person sells his own car and earns profit out of that, it is not business. It is just the exchange because he was not in requirement of that particular car. And nowadays, if you want to sell the car, for that you have cars 24, isn't it? उनके पास एक भी कार नहीं है, वो बात छोड़ दो. उनका नाम cars 24 है because they are dealing into the cars 24/7 is what they say. As far as the seasonal businesses are concerned, if you would be observing, Sanskruti, even the seasonal businessmen are dealing into those seasonal products on a continuous basis. जैसे जैसे सीजन चेंज होता है वैसे वैसे वो प्रोडक्ट में चेंजेस करते रहते हैं, तो कस्टमर को पता है कि कौन से सीजन में उसके पास कौन सा प्रोडक्ट मिलेगा. Because the business is of seasonal nature. And that's what you have to understand, that you will be getting in a particular season a particular product at a particular place. All right. So every business requires the regularity. One single transaction do not involve business. But if the car dealer, so he sells, if the person is a car dealer and if he is selling the car, even if he is selling only one car in the whole period of lockdown of 5 months, then also it will be called as a business activity, because he had not bought the car for personal purpose. He had bought the car basically for the purpose of selling or not, and is ready to sell those cars on a continuous basis, on a consistent basis. Very important point when it comes to business. The further 2-3 points are very much important. One, you cannot expect the fixed returns. अगर आप employment में हो तो आपको fixed salary हर महीने particular amount particular date पे आपके account में आनी है. But when you are talking about the business, you cannot have such expectations. It depends. On a given date, you may have got the sales of say 50 lakh rupees. On the other day, you may have the sales of only 5 lakh rupees. Yesterday, I was talking to one of my friends and he was telling me that in the whole lockdown period of 4 months, he did the turnover of only 2 lakh rupees. But in last 10 days, he has done the turnover of around 15 lakh rupees. Why there is a difference? Because you are talking about business. Business is uncertain. When it is uncertain, the returns will also be uncertain. The business involves many risks. मैं जहां बिजनेस कर रहा हूं वहां मेरा बिजनेस चलेगा या नहीं, मैं जिस प्रोडक्ट में डील करना चाहता हूं वो प्रोडक्ट चलेगा या नहीं, मैं जो कैटेगरी के प्रोडक्ट ला रहा हूं उस कैटेगरी के कस्टमर्स यहां पे हैं या नहीं, whether my customer will be satisfied by the product that I am supplying to them, the quality of product which I am buying is the reasonable product or not. This is business risk. Then you have got financial risks. अगर मेरे पास consistent profit नहीं मिले तो मैं long term business कैसे चलाऊंगा, financial risk. Then there is an economical risk. भाई साहब सिर्फ PVR नहीं, almost every multiplex is into the huge amount of losses due to the last 5 months. Every multiplex. Unstable. Business is unstable. This is a wrong statement. Business is stable. The returns into that are not certain. मतलब क्या कि तुमको प्रॉफिट नहीं मिलेंगे तो तुम अगले बार बिजनेस बंद कर दोगे, ऐसा नहीं होता है. You will try to convert those losses into profits. You will try to increase your profits because you want to carry out that activity on a continuous basis. Isn't it? And then the last thing that is very much important. हाँ, तो risk के लिए मैं बात कर रहा था, variety of risk. The first risk I talked about the business risk. Second risk that I talked about was the financial risk. Then there is something called as economical risk. इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ एस्पेक्ट्स पे थी हमारी, जनवरी फरवरी में इकोनॉमी बहुत अच्छी चल रही थी, अचानक से लॉकडाउन आया और सारी इकोनॉमीज फुस. और जैसे इकोनॉमी पे इम्पैक्ट आया हमारे इंडिविजुअल बिजनेसेस पे भी तो इम्पैक्ट आया. There were so many businesses which were dependent on the goods which are produced in China. And suddenly the Chinese trade got affected, and as the Chinese trade got affected, all the people who were doing the business into the Chinese goods, their businesses suddenly got affected because of that or not. That is what we call as economic risk. Financial risk में क्या था, मैंने जो पैसे लगाए हैं उस पे मुझे रीजनेबल रिटर्न मिलेंगे या नहीं, मुझे कंसिस्टेंट प्रॉफिट मिलेंगे या नहीं, वो कंसिस्टेंट प्रॉफिट से मैं लॉन्ग टर्म में बिजनेस चला पाऊंगा या नहीं. दैट इज फाइनेंशियल रिस्क. इकोनॉमिक रिस्क इज हाउ द इकोनॉमी इज देयर एंड बेस्ड ऑन दैट व्हाट इज द इंपैक्ट ऑन माय बिजनेस. इकोनॉमी अगर डाउनफॉल में है तो मेरा बिजनेस बढ़ने का कोई चांस ही नहीं. सो यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड इट फ्रॉम दैट पर्सपेक्टिव. And finally, that comes is consumer satisfaction. They say, China, I won't comment on that, whether it is a good decision or bad decision. That time will tell. And mind well, my dear friends, हमको लगता है कि चाइनीज प्रोडक्ट बैन हो गए, चाइना से इंपोर्ट बंद हो गया है. Nothing of that thing has happened. Why? Because people in India and China know it very well that they are interdependent on each other. If you would go and do it on Google, do the Google on that, is the Chinese import of goods stopped? You will find a simple answer is no. Why? Because there are so many products which we require and the cost of which we cannot match with the Chinese production. Forget about Chinese. There are so many other countries with which we cannot match. Why? Because they are having the sufficient of the raw materials. They are having the sufficient of manpower available with them. And that's why that point of difference is there. Well, anyways, the last point is consumer satisfaction. आप अपने कस्टमर को जो प्रोडक्ट सप्लाई कर रहे हो वो प्रोडक्ट आपका कस्टमर ऐसा ना समझे कि आपने उसको डिसीव किया. When you have supplied the goods to your consumer, you should be giving the reasonable quality. You should give them the reasonable price, and you should be giving the proper after sales service wherever applicable. Like if you take the example of the durable goods, there has to be the after sales service. If you take the example of consumable goods, those should be supplied of the good quality. If you're talking about the perishable goods, those should be of the good price. All right. DMart is a business which is almost dependent on consumer satisfaction. Not only DMart, any retail business which is having the dealings into the consumer related product, they are dependent on the consumer satisfaction. Not only them, even if I'm buying a machine, सपोज मैंने एक एसी इंस्टॉल करवा दिया, तो एसी मेरा अगर सही नहीं चलेगा तो उस कंपनी को मुझे सर्विस प्रोवाइड करनी पड़ेगी. So every business is dependent on the consumer satisfaction, and therefore the purpose of business is to create and retain the customer. आपके पास सिर्फ नया कस्टमर नहीं आना चाहिए, आपके पास एग्जिस्टिंग कस्टमर भी बार बार आना चाहिए. That is what we call as consumer satisfaction. Am I clear for all? So these are the various aspects, various characteristics, with the various features of the concept called as business. I hope you have understood the things right. I hope my process is going fine for everyone. Still, if there is anything, we can surely make the kind of upgradations in that. In the next lecture, we'll be talking about profession. That will be on Friday at 9:15. Thank you for today.